I literally opened up Twitter right before I went on to stream, and I saw something posted by Luminosity, and I definitely want to talk about it because I want to know what the f they were cooking with this one, man. What in the f is this rule set? Like, today we will. We're gonna go through this like a family, one thing at a time. Today we would like to showcase the recommended unified North American rule set. Full article from project leader Dakpo down below on how decisions were made. I already see PS2 as a counterpick. That is brave. I would love to read the article on how decisions were made. Is PS2 not the most common starter? I'm pretty sure PS2 is the most common starter, and then it's a counterpick now, which is very odd. I'd like to know why. Hollow Bastion being a starter, I actually kind of like that over Smashville. I think Hollow Bastion is a more neutral starter than Smashville. I'm okay with that. I think that's a good idea. Some people don't even want Kalos in the game, period. I'm okay with Kalos. 2 PS2s, 2 Kaloses, 1.5 FDs. Yikes. What are the 2 Kaloses? It's just Kalos is the only Kalos. I think having FD and Town be a starter is just like arguably a mistake. I would replace FD with PS2. I feel like that is the only change I would make. I would put FD as a counterpick. Okay, 7 minutes, 3 stocks. What is this? Declare characters before stage bans. Oh, I hate that. I want a counterpick on stage, man. Whatever. I don't know why they decided that like was a thing. I don't know. I think it sucks that you have to declare your character first and then it stages. Like, it makes sense, but it kind of defeats the purpose of a counterpick. Like, there's just like there's no counterpick characters anymore. It like makes the stage list like more important, I guess. I don't really like that rule. I could be convinced otherwise. Okay, and this is just set procedure down here. If you guys don't know how set procedure works, you can go ahead and pause and read that if you want to. Are they just gonna make this reality as the biggest Smash org right now? No, I think Luminosity is pretty receptive of feedback, so if people are vocal about not liking this rule set, I'm sure they'll change it. But right now, I'm not into it. My 2 biggest problems are PS2 as a counterpick, FD as a starter. Well, I guess that's like one big issue. And then the character first, stage then. No WarioWare, it's over. They should just have Coney make the rules. No Yoshi's Island? That stage is balls, bro. No more Yoshi's Island. I hate that stage. After years of fragmented rules and regional variations, super blah blah blah. Okay, Jesus Christ, this is the most official ass statement ever. Let's skim this shit. Significant milestone 5, blah blah blah. High level, okay. A panel of TOs, high level players, and coaches, ensuring the new rules reflect the preferences and insights of the competitive community. I would like to speak with the players who want PS2 as a counterpick. I ain't reading all that. Don't worry, I'll read it to you, man. I'm gonna viably skim this.
You come to my channel, you watch my video without subscribing? You better sub right now or else your whole family's kaput, you feel me?
After collecting and analyzing the survey data, panel formulated a suggested rule set. The proposed rule set was then put to a runoff vote against established rule sets currently in use. A total of 20 North American TOs were eligible to vote for a unified rule set, with 18 casting their ballots. So 2 dudes just didn't. That's funny. They're like, yeah, dude, I'd love to participate in the rule set. Using data to shape the rule set. The player survey was pivotal in shaping the new rule set, particularly regarding stage parameters. Participants rated the competitive viability of various stage aspects, with a notable 91% favoring the selection of both players, characters before moving to stage bans. Damn, dude. Really? 91% people wanted characters first? People don't want to get counterpicked. I get it, man. I will say, it does suck when, like you're counterpicking and it's like, oh, I didn't know this dude had a pocket Kazuya and I left FD open. It's like, I feel like that doesn't really happen that often. I don't know. Panel took a data-driven approach to stage selection, starting by eliminating fringe stages. Stages with slants, Lilat, well, Lilat Yoshis, balls, below 50%. While those with visual issues, including Northern Cave Unova Lilat, garnered less than 70% approval. Although Fountain of Dreams had potential as illegal stages, visual issues such as hiding character actions led to its exclusion, despite popular belief about frame data drop issues, which are extremely negligible. I don't know. I like Unova. Whatever. I like Unova. I don't like Northern Cave. I don't like Lilat. I don't like Yoshi's. Those stages are shit. Revealed a strong preference for stages with lengths and blast zones at 160 units. Stages like Small Battlefield, Battlefield, FD, and Hollow Bastion, all fitting this criterion, received the highest approval ratings, 95%, and preferred distance from the floor to the top blast zone was typically around. Okay, I don't fucking think about the units of the blast zones when I pick stages, man. I'm looking at the platforms and the size of the stage. Stage length parameters. See, now this is some nerd shit. Crucial factor within the rules that approval ratings drop significantly between different length categories. For example, approval fell from 95% to 53% between short stages like Smashville, very short stages like WarioWare. Similarly, approval dropped from 91% to 75% between long stages such as Town and City, and very long stages like Pokemon Stadium. I don't think the blast zones have anything to do with it, dude. It's definitely just, I don't think that's it. Oh, they're talking about the length anyway. Oh, okay. Wait, no, that's just, I thought they were talking about the blast one. I'm a dumbass because I read this one. Stage length matters. Parameters, not really. Starting stages versus counterpick stages. Okay. This is where it gets interesting. Sephiroth stage isn't legal? Correct, it is not legal. Well, depends on where you go, but normally it's not legal. It's overwhelmingly supported having distinct starting stages and counterpick stages, 80% favoring this approach. As for picking the starting stages, the amount must have an odd amount. For striking purposes, the panel agreed to make sure that the starting stages would all be unique platform layouts. This means that we would avoid having two single platform layouts, Smashville/Hollow Bastion, two bi-platforms, SBF and PS2. We use the highest approved stages to make our core starters. These are the 160 unit stage. Okay, I don't care about the units, man. Highest approved stage was Town and City. This stage is interesting as it swaps between different platform layouts to make it our only morphing stage. Although it's not exactly 160 units in length, who cares, man? I don't care about the units in length. These stages are quite the outliers in terms of size/blast zones. Smashville being our shortest legal stage, Kalos the biggest. We are sure people will be very confused about Pokemon Stadium being a counterpick rather than a starter, and we can only hope they read this article as it had the lowest approval rating of any of our legal stages by a good margin due to its staggering stage width. For reference, that is our biggest outlier in terms of stage statistics. If you want gentlemen to start PS2, there are no rules against that, but we suspect many will either start Small Battlefield in its place or start utilizing the stage striking system to their advantage. So I guess the argument for like PS2, I don't know, you could swap PS2 and Small Battlefield, I feel like. I would still prefer to have PS2 over Small Battlefield as a starter. I think it's just a better starter stage. I think they're both good starter stages, but they're very similar. I like agree with them not being like both starters or both counterpicks or something. Alright, DSR, I know how DSR works. If you don't know how it's Dave's stupid rule. You can't go back to the same stage you went on. Or the most recent one. Is there DSR? I actually didn't read this. A player cannot counterpick to the last stage they won on during the set. Okay, so it's normal DSR. Stage amount and bands, blah blah blah. FAQ, are TOS forced uses? No. Why is PS2 a counterpick? While popular since the game's release, PS2 has a more neutral alternative. Has a more neutral alternative in Small Battlefield. PS2 also had the lowest approval rating among the legal stages due to its significant. Like who? I want to meet the guy who voted that PS2 should be a counterpick. I just want to talk. That's all. I don't know. I don't like DSR. I like 3 bands, no DSR. I would rather just pick like where my third band would go rather than the stage I most recently lost on. There's been a lot of sets where players will just simply run it back and just win. Curious as to the comments. How do you guys interpret approval ratings dropping so significantly for PS2 when data shows it is such a popular stage? Yes, I agree with this question, Ramsey. How many characters prefer Small Battlefield platforms to PS2 platforms? It kind of like scratches the same itch. Mario will still just delete you no matter what. Me Brawler will still just delete you no matter what. I do like that they're at least trying to make a unified rule set. Event series using the rule set. Not a very unified rule set. We have a lot more than 5 tournaments. The biggest one being the Supernova, which is SmashCon. Most people gentlemen to PS2, so yeah. Yeah, you can still just agree to like start PS2, but like now it's just off the table entirely for other people.